This episode of Heather's Do Vegas is proudly sponsored by Valley Girl Shop. Valley Girl Shop isn't just a brand, it's a whole vibe. Founded by a true San Fernando Valley native, Valley Girl celebrates the bold, confident spirit of Valley girls everywhere, from the Las Vegas Valley to Phoenix and LA. At Valley Girl Shop, you'll find more than just trendy clothes. You'll discover a full lifestyle. We're talking fun, expressive apparel, statement-making tumblers, sleek yoga mats, and must-have weekender tote bags that take you from brunch to beach in style. Whether you're repping your city or just living life with flair, Valley Girl has you covered. So wherever you are, poolside in Vegas, desert chic in Phoenix, or cruising the LA scene, embrace your inner Valley Girl. Let our collections inspire you to live boldly, dress confidently, and celebrate your unique vibe every day. Shop now at valleygirlshop.com. That's valleygirlshop.com.
You're listening to Heather's Do Vegas. Join your go-to duo for all things celebrity gossip, reality TV reviews, fashion tips, and of course, all the inside scoop on Sin City.
Hello and welcome to Heather's Do Vegas. I'm Heather Ashley, your host for these very special episodes called Summer Shorts. And yes, these are bite-sized episodes made especially for the summertime, and they are packed with the most of the fun topics that you have grown to love on this podcast. I'm talking pop culture, reality TV drama, and of course, all of the hot happenings going on in Vegas this summer. And I know you're going to say, but Heather Ashley, it's already August. The summer's almost over. Not quite, but we're getting there. And here's my answer to that. Summer in Las Vegas is over when the resorts, pools close. That could be first week in November. It's happened. I'm telling you, I've been there. I have photos. We're probably not going to go till November with summer shorts, so no worries. But summer is a little bit longer here in Las Vegas. We do stay warm all the way into November sometimes. So buckle up. All right, let's get into it. As you can see, first and foremost, I am sitting in Central Perk. Yes, the famous one and only Central Perk from the iconic show Friends. And the reason why is because I got to go check out the Friends, well, it's called the one in Vegas, which is the Friends experience over at MGM Grand. And I'm going to share all about it with you. Had a great time. I'm just going to jump into that first, and we're going to change things up a little bit. The Friends experience, this is kind of like a traveling exhibit. It's at the MGM Grand going on right now. Tickets are running anywhere from about $45 for adults. They do have a Nevada resident discount that's about $37-ish. You do have to show your Nevada ID to redeem that offer. And prices go from there. They do group ticketing as well. Provide you with a kind of a business card with a scan on it, a scan QR code, and you use this card throughout your time. And this is to track all of your photos. At the very end, you look at all the photos you've taken, and you can purchase photo packages so that you can buy, upwards of every single photo that you take there. You can also take your own photos, and the ushers there are great about taking photos for you. So no worries there. When you first arrive, you go to the escalator, and this leads you down what looks like to be a New York subway. Oh, and as a reminder, everybody, go to our Instagram and to TikTok. This is where I post collages, montage of all of these experiences. You get to see everything that I'm talking about here on this episode. I will post one about the Friends experience and also a fun brunch experience that I had. Okay, back to it. Looks like you're going down a New York subway. The ushers greet you. They have a little video that you're going to watch at first to kind of describe what you're about to see. From there, it opens right up to the opening scene of Friends. They play the famous song from the Ramones, the fountain and the couch, and they have all the umbrellas. This is your first photo opportunity. You wait in just a short line and they take your photo. You can use your own camera, like I mentioned. And then from there, it leads you right into the wedding chapel. This was the famous scene where Ross and Rachel get married in Las Vegas. And you get to go behind the set and burst open through the chapel door like you've just gotten married. Anyway, it's really, really cute. Not only the photo ops, but it is interactive as well. As you proceed through the exhibit, they have authentic costumes, wardrobe from the cast that was worn. They have fantastic facts and information kind of behind the scenes from different people who created the show, the stylist, the person who did wardrobe. There's a lot of interesting things to learn about the show from a behind the scenes perspective. They had the cab. You actually get to sit in this old taxi that was Phoebe's grandma's taxi that they drove from Vegas back to New York. They have, of course, the three big sets: Joey and Chandler's apartment, and then of course Monica and Rachel's apartments. And these sets are to a T. I mean, they have not left out a single detail in any of the locations in this exhibit. You have free reign to wander around. You can pretty much touch everything and take photos anywhere throughout this experience. So it's very, very cool. You don't have to be a fanatic to enjoy this. I wasn't a fanatic. I really more so watched Friends when it was in syndication, not so much when it was original series running. So I'm very familiar with it, but by no means a super fan. But it was definitely a lot of fun and, nostalgic thinking about some of these episodes that they highlight throughout the experience. And then the finale is Central Perk. You get to, sit on the famous sofa that they all sat on and drank coffee. They have props. I have photos sipping the coffee on the famous sofa. It was definitely a lot of fun. And it was even fun watching other people go through it who are big fans of the show and just seeing how excited they are. It's kind of like a adult Disneyland for some people. A really fun experience. Great for the summer. You're indoors at MGM Grand. And just a reminder for locals parking there, you use your driver's license at the end. Don't pay for parking. They provide you a ticket when you first drive in. Don't pay for that parking ticket at the end when you go back to your car. Hang on to that and you're going to put the ticket in, then use your driver's license, your Nevada driver's license, scan that, and it's free parking. Otherwise, parking there is $25. Now we're going to jump in the Valley reunion. All right, the first part of the two-part reunion aired. I'm just going to dive into like a couple things, a couple of people, because reunions are kind of weird to recap. But first of all, I just want to say I was really glad to see that Danny did not have on ripped jeans. I think it's the first time I've seen him without ripped jeans. I think he even wore ripped jeans in the Hawaii episodes. He looks sharp. Okay, and now we got to talk about Jax. There's a couple of things I've decided on about Jax. One, he is not allowed to use the phrase, "I'm working on it. I'm working on this. I'm working on being better at that. I'm working on..." No, he has worn that out in every single way. And it's not believable. And I think he should not be allowed to use that phrase anymore. That's just my opinion. Okay, what else about him? Just when you think that he is going to have this moment of redemption, right? He's gone to rehab twice. He starts to break down here and there. He has a moment of clarity. He has a very calm voice and seems to be very reasonable and thoughtful. Just then, all of a sudden, craziness comes out of his mouth. Brittany spewing out that he says he's going to prolong the divorce so that he can get alimony because he's probably going to get fired from the show, which we know he's not coming back. And in case you don't know, he's now no longer part of the Jack's Bar. I'm not sure what level of partnership he had in that, but I guess no longer, which I don't blame the people involved with him. in making that decision because I don't think I'd want to be associated with him either. I did show my merchandise on another episode because I did visit Jax's bar probably about close to a year ago now. I have a hat and I have 2 sweatshirts. See, those might be collector's items. I'd be curious. I'm gonna jump on eBay. I'm gonna hang on to those. I thought it was a cute place. What else about the reunion? All right, let's talk about, oh my gosh, Zach. Okay, Zach, I think he's really fun. I like him. And he's just so quirky. What's not to love? Watching his expressions during the reunion are absolutely priceless. I mean, so funny when the camera pans to him, when he makes facial expressions to anything that Jack says is hilarious. And what I could not get over was the arch in his eyebrow. I've never seen a man with such arched eyebrows. Brittany's eyebrows are also crazy arch. I wonder if they go to the same place. And I'm curious, how does one get an arch eyebrow like that? I mean, it's theatrical. It is. Okay, what else? Oh, Jesse Lally. All right, Jesse Lally. He's another one. I constantly go back and forth all the time on him. He's smooth, confident. He will just sometimes say really sharp, smooth things. Very debonair. And I like that about him. But then it really is like an inch deep because these girls go just check him constantly. And it's so funny to watch, especially at the reunion. And he'll say something, whether it's, about talking to his attorney, which he doesn't have an attorney. You got Janet checking him. Brittany, she went off on him. I mean, the poor guy. These girls, they've been around him way too long and they've got his number, I'm telling you. And the pants. Okay, let's get into the fashion in general. All these guys are guilty. All of them. These tight pants. I want to make a movement as all possible. Anybody, jump on board, sign a petition, start to post, whatever you could do to get the word out that boys, the pants should not be that tight. They really shouldn't. It's not cute. It's not cute. There's rules in life. I've shared a few here before. I'm going to share another one. And this is, Heather Ashley's life rules to live by. It really is. I won't steer you wrong on these rules. And this one is that men's clothing should not be tighter than women's clothing. Okay. Simple. All these men, I don't even know how they sit down, quite frankly. It's a little disturbing. So boys, please, let's loosen up bias, a size larger, you can do it. Let's have a little bit of OC. All right, Tammy Sue. I feel terrified every time she's in a scene. I really do. I don't know what's going to come out of that woman's mouth. She's terrifying to me, which though makes me happy to think that she's kind of, the tables have turned for her this season, right? So if you remember last season, poor Shannon had to endure Alexis Bellino, right? Terrorized her the entire season. And Tammy loved it. She loved every minute of it, right? I mean, she was eating it up. And now Tammy gets to deal with Gretchen. Now, of course, I told you my feelings on Gretchen, and she's not an evil person. She's not going to go after her crazy time that we know of, that we haven't seen yet. But she's a thorn in Tamara's side, and I'm loving it. I am loving it. Okay, Katie. Katie is in deep again, right? With Shannon. I said she was running out of runs, right? So she filmed Shannon throwing a tantrum at one of their photo shoots. And Shannon found out about this and then confronted Katie about it. Katie apparently, if I have the story straight, Katie at some lunch showed Alexis Bellino this video of Shannon going nuts. And somehow then and then Alexis told Tamara, and now Tamara's told the group. And when Shannon confronted Katie about it, Katie she denied to Shannon that she showed Alexis the video. So that saga continues. I don't know, Katie, this girl's rough. But like I said, she's probably going to come out shining by the end of this or next season. I'm telling you, I mean, it never ceases to amaze me what happens in these shows. What else? McBee Dynasty. Still watching. Ho hum. Not a lot to say about it other than what happened to the dad? What happened to Steve Sr.? I watched the first season. I don't think anybody cared about the first season. This is the second season. I actually watched most of the first season. And Steve Sr., he was front and center. And now he's MIA. I guess he's with Moisha, the double-crossing Russian. Okay. However, they did bring in the mom, Steve's ex-wife, the mother of the 4 McBee boys. And it's been interesting to get to know her and her story. She was not featured in the first season, so they pulled her out of the woodwork. And but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. There is another show I wanted to just throw out there that's not reality. It's on Netflix and it's been getting a lot of buzz. And now it is one of them, Netflix kind of features it as like a must watch. And it's called Amy Bradley is Missing. Real quick summary. This girl, she was 23 at the time, went on a cruise with her parents and brother back in 1998. Through the middle of the cruise, she ends up missing. She has never been found. And there are all of these wild theories as to what has happened to Amy Bradley. You really got to watch it for yourself and see what you think on that. Yeah, it's a good one. It's like a 3-parter. It goes by fast, really good. All right, I have another fun Vegas place that I was able to check out recently that I wanted to share and recommend. The restaurant Guest House at Town Square. I went to the brunch, Sunday brunch. And by the way, in case you don't get the memo, here it is. On Sundays, they wear white. This restaurant it's beautiful. It's transformative. It absolutely reminds me of Tulum, coastal vibe, lots of creams, beige, hanging plants from the ceilings. The DJ sets the mood. It's busy. Make a reservation for sure. Like I said, I will do a social media post on it. And I have the menu on there. It's not an extensive brunch menu. I will tell you. They do offer a bottomless options like a spritz and some other fun like signature drinks. We had the banana bread, which is kind of like the appetizer for the brunch. And it's just a tiny little portion. They slice it up and they put this fantastic kind of cream cheese whipped situation on top. And it's divine. And it's just the perfect size for even if you had 4 people, there's 4 slices. So you could do 1 each. But it's just a little something to get you going. So yummy. We also split the BLT eggs Benedict and the banana French toast. Both were fantastic. I will say I feel these brunch entrees were a little pricey for being a non-resort. For example, one of the menu items is it just says eggs, any style, with their breakfast potatoes. It was $22. And I'm thinking what are you getting? Probably like 2 eggs and, a couple like little side of potato, $22. That was a little bit much. You're really paying for the ambiance here, and obviously like it's, very chic. You want to meet a group of girlfriends out, Sunday birthday party. Definitely a great spot for that. I do want to go back for the dinner menu. And there are some really cute photo ops in the foyer lobby area. Like I mentioned, like lush foliage. And they do have a cute selfie things where you can take pictures with friends and it's branded with Guest House on it. Okay, well, that does it for this summer short. And thanks for joining me here at Central Perk. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast, please. It helps out so much. And follow on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube so you can see this fantastic set. And hey, remember, don't do anything we wouldn't do, but it is summer, so go ahead and do it. All right. Love ya.